Hey there, welcome back and thanks for joining me. All my supplies and equipment are down in the description box below and most of them have links, so check that out. And if you like this video, hit that subscribe button. If you want to be notified of new videos, hit that notification bell. Alright, today I am doing a orange and white swirl cup. So I've already mixed up my epoxy, and that is about, I'm going to say 10 millimeters. I don't remember. I usually do a bunch of stuff, so I mix up kind of a bunch at a time. But anyway, I think this is 10 mLs of part A, 10 mLs of part B. And I mixed it really, really good. And I'm just kind of pouring it on here and raking it with my finger and just getting it on the cup. I'll smooth it out later. I'll make it even later. I'm just trying to get it on and getting a good layer on. So that's what I'm doing at this point, is just getting it put on the cup. Now, I do like to use probably more than I need to, just because I'm wanting this to move. I want it to swirl when I put the alcohol ink in it. And if it's just got enough, it doesn't seem to move as well. So I know I probably put too much, but this is what I like and this works for me, and I like how it flows and it moves. When I hit it with the heat gun, I don't usually use the torch in this part. Sometimes I will, but most of the time it's an embossing gun, and I just heat it up a little bit, tilt it, and you'll see that a little bit later, and it moves very well because there's plenty of epoxy on it. So that's my reason for using probably too much epoxy. Now this is the part that I am just getting it smoothed out. I don't worry about getting it completely smooth because it will self-level itself. And so I don't worry about that. I'm just trying to get it where it feels even all over the whole cup. And that's what I'm going back now. I just kind of rake it over the edge and hit the bottom of the cup. But just taking your finger back and forth, and you can get a feel for this. And the more you go back and forth, the more you'll feel if it's even, or if you've got a lot more epoxy in a certain area, you can go back and fix it. So that's what I'm doing here, just kind of getting it all mushed around. I don't know if you saw that little orange dot earlier. I guess, I've gotten something on it. I'm not going to worry about that because I'll put orange on top of that. So any of the little flaws like that or anything, you can always cover it up. So don't get too tore up about not having everything so perfect, because you can correct it on the way when you're putting the color on the cup. Now here I've run the epoxy over the edge of the cup just a little bit right here, and I don't want to leave it globbed, but it'll be fine going over the edge. So I just run my finger there kind of just to make sure it's on it really good. And here I'm taking the embossing gun and I'm just kind of popping all the bubbles. I go over it, let it turn a couple times, and I get all those out, and that pretty much does the trick on getting all the bubbles out. Okay, now I've taken the Tim Holtz Ranger Valencia, it's an orange, and I'm going to start dropping it in. And I try to get as much as I'm wanting in at the beginning, because once it starts swirling and you start getting that type of look and then you add some more, it's a little hard getting that to catch up with everything. It can be done and it's not too big of a deal. I just like to go ahead and try to initially get all the ink I want on it so I don't have to add later. And I'm not adding white. I'm going to let the white of the cup be my white. You can add the Pinata Blanco Blanco, but sometimes it works fabulous and other times it doesn't. And also when you add the white, you start making a lighter color of the color you put down. So if I put white in with this, I'm going to have really light, paler orange. And if you do like a red or something like that, you start ending up with pinky colors. And so I want my orange to stay relatively bright orange and deep orange. I don't want it to start mixing. So I have sprayed the cup white and I'm wanting that to be my white in my cup. So I'm not adding any white to it, just the orange. Now here I am starting to tilt it, and hopefully some of this will run down. I kind of take the embossing gun to it a little bit, get it a little warm or it'll start traveling. Now you can drop your inks on it while you've got it tilted. That's another way to do this. But you can do either way, whatever works for you. And so here you can start to see as the epoxy heats up, it's starting to go up and down the cup instead of just around it. And that's the look I'm trying to get, is some of that swirl to go on. And I just tilt the whole thing. Some people will take it off the turner and tilt it. I like it to still turn, so I take my turner and actually tilt my turner up and down, and that works for me. You know, it keeps it rolling, and I don't get too many things going at one time that I can't handle. And you can tell if you get this too warm, it really starts traveling, but it'll also start dripping, and you don't want that. So, you know, I heat a little bit in an area, and then I'll lay off of it for a little bit and kind of pick and choose areas to let it get heated more in, and then I just sit and let it turn and see what it'll do. And if you notice a little bit how I've got more orange in some areas, more white in some areas, don't worry about getting that all even. I mean, I generally like it to be somewhat, but don't, oh, there's my phone. So don't worry about it too much, because you're only going to see one side of it. So unless somebody's just turning it and really looking at it, you know, you can have your different looks. One's more orange than the other, and that'll be all right, and it'll look really good. Okay, we are back for the second coat of epoxy, second and final. Mixing this for about 2 minutes. What I'm putting on here is 5 ml of part A, 5 ml of part B. They are mixed by volume, not weight. I somehow got away with weight for a long time until I didn't. So until this brand, I'm using the KS resin, I have been using Stonecoat, and apparently I was doing such a small batch that it really didn't matter that I was doing by grams. So I have had to correct my ways and do it this way. So, all right, I'm gonna put this down here. I'm gonna sit on my little stool. I sanded in between these coats. And then make sure you wipe them down with alcohol. Get all the oil from your hands off. I get tickled. I was showing my husband this, and he'll have me wet sanding before long. I have a feeling. He's restored his truck, first truck in high school, and it is as smooth as glass. It's pretty unbelievable, and I'm having a feeling I'll be doing that with these cups. Now this was just, of course you know if you've continued watching, it's hard to make a video and then go back and finish it a day later and not want to repeat yourself, so sorry. But this is just the orange, the Tim Holtz Valencia. Now I'm going to do this until it feels smooth in all my spots. I don't have any rough areas. About there. Make sure this edge is good. In the morning, I will come and pull this tape off. This will be soft enough that if I have some wonky edges, I can go in and kind of press them down and make it smooth. Alright, I think that is good. I'm going to dry my hands. Try to keep these gloves on. I've got coasters and a picture to do. Today is resin day. Alright, I'm going to take this, get these bubbles out of here. I'm going to let that sit. I went ahead and put my respirator on. I'm going to let that sit for a little bit, a minute maybe, and then I'm going to go back and heat it and make sure I have all my stuff done. I see a spot. I don't know if I have a big bubble or what, but every once in a while there seems to be a dry pocket right there. I thought I saw one more, but maybe I didn't. Maybe it's down. I need to look. This is where you have that light, and you just have to keep going up and down your glass and making sure there's no spots, because occasionally an air bubble will pop and it will have enough in it that it pops it down to the previous coat. Alright, I think that might be it for this one. I am so excited. This is so pretty. I walked into the room and happened to see it and just, just definitely catches your eye. Alright. Okay. That is it. It will be done and ready to go in about 3 days. It'll be hard and done. All right, y'all go have fun. Okay, I have worked a lot of stuff out. This is probably my third catch-up video. This is what I'm going after. This is what I like. This is what I forgot, the edges. So I thought, I'll paint them orange. Yuck. Then I thought, I'll paint the whole thing white. No. Then I keep thinking, look how perfect that is. That stuff right there. That's what I did. Now, when you spray this, don't spray it like that, because you're going to get the spray here. I don't know that it matters, but yeah, I don't. So I turn it this way and tilt it, and then I spray this way. So it's still getting this, not this. I don't know if it'll hurt or not, but you know, when you start your day off with 2 fails, you just kind of don't want to do it again. So anyhow, I've been mixing up my epoxy. This is a total of 5 mLs. And so naturally that's 2.5 of A and B. I've been stirring it for about 3 minutes. It should be going, and I'm using my popsicle stick instead of my normal thing because this one just seems to do it a little faster on this small amount. And the grandkids know at Wheezy's house, you keep your popsicle sticks, so they have to not throw them away. Okay, joke of the day. If seagulls fly over the sea, what flies over the bay? Bagels. Okay, that's kind of cute. That was funny. No, not really funny, just cute. Okay. All right. This is what I did last time and it worked. So I'm just gonna do it again. Why not? I thought about, as it's puddled like this, putting the orange in, but then I would mix it up, moving it around, because this needs to go over the sides and get everywhere. Can y'all hear my husband in the background? He's got his truck. He restored a '68 Ford, his first truck in high school. He's kept it all these years, and it is awesome. Every inch of that has been done. It's incredible looking. That's the one we dated in. All right, so that is that. The sides are good. I'm so excited. It was worth getting here, but geez. Okay, there's that. My hands wiped off. So this has been a long one in the making, but that's okay because I am pretty excited. This is going, of course, with the cup that I just finished. I don't want to put too much because that's a lot of orange, and I want some white also. So I'm going to warm it up a little bit, pop some in bubbles. Now, I'm going to see if it'll move. Not a lot. Then I just kind of did this type stuff through it. I get those ends, those those right there. Okay. I know that looks like a hot mess, but this is what we're going to do. We're going to warm it up some more, and this will start moving for us. Let it go over the edge a little bit. And when you like it, you stop. And that is that. Yay. I am so... Okay, it was so worth my fails all day. That one looks better than that one. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay. Look at these together. Is that not awesome? That is incredible. I am so... I could quit for the day and I could be happy. I'm not, but I could. Oh. I just found a new way to do tiles. I don't know. Somebody may have done this out there. This is awesome. Okay. I'm going to quit wasting your time and y'all get out there and go have fun.